Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon, wherever you guys are calling in from. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are calling in from. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. One last little audio check here. Looks to be all right. Hopefully we got no stream issues today. Updated everything I needed to update. So hopefully, knock on wood, we're in the clear, boys and girls. Let me pull the chat box up. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Weiler. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Rejan. Storm Scalp, good to see you, man. K-Van, Dawson, Puff Diddy. Diablo Sama. Good morning from Moscow. Good morning, man. Good morning, one. Anthony, yeah, had to set the green screen back up. Just was feeling like getting back to the green screen for a little bit. What's up, Muhammad? Good morning. Allie. Dawson. Good morning from Canada, Dawson. Yeah, soon to be the 51st state of the United States. I'm glad you're excited. Good morning, YM. Good morning, Derek. Fit mom. Fit mon, sorry. Hey, nothing wrong with being a fit mom, though, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Nika. Still on NQZ, yep. I haven't, here, I'll check quick. Yeah, I haven't switched over yet. Let me check. It's kind of a horse apiece right now. We got the same volume essentially. Technically December still has a little bit more total volume than March. Looks like by tomorrow, without a shadow of a doubt, we'll definitely be rolling over. But it really doesn't matter. It's pretty similar. Both have over 400K total volume. So not a huge difference at the moment. But I haven't switched anything yet. Topstep X changed from... Oh. Yeah, like I said, I think you could switch. The volume is pretty much dead even. So I don't know if it'll make much of a difference. Anyway, good morning, Nerdin. Stixner. What's up, Allie? Meta, good morning. All right, guys. Check it at cmegroup.com. Tony Greco. cmegroup.com. Go to markets. Click on NASDAQ or NQ. Go to volume and open interest. And you're just looking at the total volume number, whichever one's bigger. Good morning, Jacob. All right, boys and girls. Let me... Let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? Bitcoin's ripping this morning so far. Up over 107 again. XRP up 5%. All right. Well, let's start out here on the daily, huh? Daily high intact on NQ and ES. ES is trading actually below the previous day low at the moment. And NQ obviously has a ways to go before it gets there. So we do have an SMT with the previous daily low being ran out here on ES. Versus NASDAQ. Here, I'll actually... Let's jump over here. Looking at ES and NASDAQ side by side here. I'm going to go ahead and shrink my big mug down a little bit. Yeah. Get me out of there. So previous day low swept. Let's go to the daily. Finally, we got some SMT divergence in favor of the longs, boys, at all-time highs. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord Almighty. All right, so previous day low sweep here on ES. Let's go to the 4-hour. Inside the 4-hour time frame, we do have price pulling back into inefficiencies here. We have two inefficiencies here on the 4-hour for NASDAQ. This is the inefficiency here. This lower one is the one that actually traded above the previous high. So to me, this would be the one you'd want to pay attention to. The one in discount of the range, and also the one that traded above the high. So I would actually not be surprised to see maybe a deeper retracement here on NASDAQ. I don't think it necessarily has to go that way, but I would not be surprised at all to see a little deeper retracement down into this inefficiency here on NAS. I'm going to go to mark this 4-hour out. Marking the 4-hour out. Let's go to the 1-hour. Yeah, price currently trading toward the inefficiencies to the downside, delivering from this 1-hour inefficiency both on ES and NQ at the moment. Here at the open, let's go to the 15. Wicking up strong right now. 2 minutes left on this candle. Nice swing low being potentially put in here on NASDAQ. We got this 5-hour inefficiency. I do kind of expect price to, I mean, we'll see. I guess if this all quickly gets disrespected and we displace higher, I think, I think looking for longs could make sense. But knowing that we do have a little bit more room to the downside, I just want to see if price wants to keep drifting lower. Obviously not trying to necessarily pick the bottom of this move or anything. It is displacing up pretty aggressively right now. Another little SMT here on the 1 minute with ES and NQ. ES putting in a higher low, NQ putting in lower lows here. 5 minute fair value gap to the downside, not really showing any respect at the moment. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, let's jump back out. Pretty clean move back to yesterday's high on NQ, I would say, as well. Did I change these? I don't remember. I didn't. Wow. Look at that move, boys. Market ain't kidding around. Market ain't kidding around, boys. I still got the ES chart pulled up as well up here, so I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, that was an aggressive... This is an aggressive move back up. Basically inverse to every inefficiency here on the 5 minute. Leaving some clean relative equal highs here. I wonder if we could reach down into this inefficiency here. I would not mind this move at all for entry. I don't know if I'm asking too much for it to pull back this much. But looking at this structure as well, in alignment with this fair value gap that traded through this high inversed here. And then really, yeah, could run this all the way up to previous day high, but wouldn't even need to take it that far if you didn't want. I don't believe we got any news to worry about here, do we? No, yeah, news is passed. I'm going to go ahead and set a limit here. Limit is set. About to get Terra triggered in here. Just got triggered in. This would be a lot of bullish PD raise failing for this trade to fail. I'm not going to lie to you. Very nice reaction. Yeah, sniper reaction so far. See if we can keep it going. I'm not gonna jinx it, boys. I do not want to jinx nothing in these markets. Plan though is I'm gonna take risk off. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take risk off. I'm gonna take risk off and take a partial trading above recent highs here. But yeah, we would have to see a lot of inversion for value gaps. We'll just call it a BPR. BPR is failing. Order block would have to fail. To get a nice close here. We are leaving behind a 5-minute inefficiency right at my entry that we maybe maybe could wick down into. So I think I'm just going to leave my risk on for now. I don't see why we can't move at least through these short-term highs. That's where I'd feel better about taking my risk off. Hopefully it doesn't fuck me. Right back at entry. Just tap the 5-minute fair value gap. It's 5-minute BPR. Macro is beginning right now as well. TP, first TP is going to be trading above these recent highs. I'll take one off. I do actually plan on extending this, probably to previous day high. When I set up the trade, I didn't know one contract would only be like 300. It was like $370. So I was able to do 2 contracts here and still be risking 0.5%. Definitely like this trade setup though. SMT with previous day low with ES. I like these equal highs it's forming here. We just totally obliterated any bearish PD array in here. So this will just be fucking nasty price action for all of this to now get inversed again back to the downside. Just absolutely make me want to vomit all over my computer. Which might happen. I would as well, PEJW. Just inverse the 1 minute fair value gap here that we were longing from, so that's not a good sign. See if it can quickly reclaim it, hopefully. If not, this is some nasty work. Nice close on the 5 minute, respecting that 5 minute gap. We have 5 minutes left of this hour. Shut up, villager gamer. Don't tell me what to do. I don't know, man. I'm okay with this long, honestly. Like, this is just would be nasty price action for this PD array, all these PD arrays to fail, in my opinion. So I don't enjoy this chop any more than anyone else, but I really like the setup, so. 1 minute for value gap being left again. New hour starting here in a couple minutes. Just nasty work. All right, stopped out on that. Come on. I don't know what you want me to tell you, boys. I mean, I don't know how I can find a better setup than that, to be honest. In the macro, SMT with previous daily low. Displacement as fuck. Like, give me a break. I don't know. My ICT's a scam. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Well, we'll wait and see what happens here. My guess would be that we are likely headed to this 4-hour fair value gap here on NASDAQ. But yeah, that's disappointing. That's a good trade. Yeah, I didn't really size up. I mean, I was still within my risk parameters, half percent, but I really like that trade. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would take that trade literally 10 out of 10 times. So, that is what it is. A lot of PD arrays failed for that trade to hit stop loss. We did not even get SMT with this high. I was watching this high here on ES during that trade. So you can see here we had equal highs on ES. I was also going to remove risk had this gotten taken out on ES. But neither one of them got there. Just a classic double top, triple top, whatever you want to call it. Support and resistance absolutely cooked us. Support and resistance absolutely fried us, boys. Disappointing. Give me a second, boys. Gotta make sure my application for McDonald's is being accepted. It's even more disappointing, like, the reaction that we got. I mean, we sniped the entry initially, got this nice reaction. I thought we were in the clear here for sure. You thought. You thought wrong, buddy. You thought wrong. Don't you guys love trading sometimes? Switch contracts. The volume hasn't rolled over yet, so I'm still on December. Still got slightly more volume on December contract than March, according to CME Group. So I'll probably be switched over by tomorrow. No, Chad, you are incorrect. I literally just refreshed it. Total volume December contract, 482K. Total volume March contract, 435K. I'll refresh it again. Like I said, I think you can switch. Like, there's more than enough volume here to trade the March contract. But no, it is not not at 60% for March, if that's what you're saying. 60% for December, if that's what you meant. You check MNQ? Gotcha. Getcha. Well, boys, we ended up getting a 5-minute change in the state here on NASDAQ to the downside. So, yeah, it'd be hard to think that we don't go for that 4-hour fair value gap here at 929 now. And I guess that's the only thing that, you know, that's the only thing that maybe, and it's a maybe. Like, I really don't regret that trade, boys. I really liked that setup for the long there. So I really can't be too mad. But I did say at the beginning of the session that I would not be surprised to see price retrace to this 4-hour fair value gap on NASDAQ, just because it's the one in discount of the range here. And it's the one that obviously got us above this previous high. So I'm not surprised, but I guess I am disappointed. I guess that's the only way I know how to put that. Yeah. I might have to put my XFAs to bed for the rest of this year if I'm just gonna get dicked even by the best setups. Either that or I'm just gonna blow them, honestly. Or at least I'll come close. Yeah, we do have FMC tomorrow. Then you got this bullshit going on. More SMT with the low with ES. Classic. Love that. Just had to retrace 90%. Makes sense. And kind of setting up the same, almost the same bullish setup here. Obviously got a much bigger displacement to the downside here that we're trading into at the moment. I'm wondering if shorts make any sense whatsoever if this holds and we see price quickly displaced lower. shorts haven't made any sense since we've been at the all-time highs, but macro is coming to an end. Trading in between bullish and bearish PD array at the moment. Think we could go either direction here. Four-hour fair value gap pretty close below, and simultaneously got SMT, so yeah, I'm planning on trading next week. Obviously not Christmas, but I don't know, man. It very well might be time for me to move on to, like, just stop trading my XFAs for the rest of the year, because it's not, dude, I just keep slowly chipping away, taking losses. Even if they're small losses, it's like they still add up when you're not getting any wins mixed in on them. It's like all my winning trades have been on combines because I'm taking like the quote-unquote riskier entry outside the macro times, and then those are the ones that are playing out. And it's kind of frustrating, to be honest. I'm only one man. How much abuse can one man take? Yeah, I do see that Topstep X rolled it over. Oops. Now we see price displacing strong. This is the only part that makes you wonder, is like, is it worth it to try to get short, seeing price respect these bearish PD rays now with a reason for price to go lower? Maybe I'll take a stab on a combine here. See if it can maybe. About to get a 5-minute change in this. It's got a couple minutes. This 1-minute gap was also a 5-minute gap. Yeah, I think I'm going to try a short here on my one combine account here. Literally got this awfully nice entry. I'll take one off at this 4-hour fair value gap, and then I'm gonna let one go. I don't know. I don't know if I trust the shorts enough to take it on my XFA after just taking this L here, but we'll see. We traded up into a 1 and a 5 minute inefficiency here. We've seen price obviously starting to break down, trade through these bullish PD arrays with a reason to go lower. So I do think a short here does make sense. Let me see if I can find a higher time frame target. I think breaker down at like 22,200. Could see price slow up there. My high? That's what the Topstep X chart is showing me. 22,200, but my trading view chart does not. I'm looking at this structure here. This breaker. It's pretty close to that 4-hour fair value gap, honestly. I don't know, maybe I just kill the whole thing at the 4-hour fair value gap. It's 50 points. 1 to 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just kill the whole thing at the 4-hour fair value gap. Let's go manually close it. Bro, what is this price action? Oh my god, that's ugly. I'm going break even. This is just fucking asinine. I hate that that candle came up and closed back below this or above this low here. So I went break even just because if this retraces quickly back up, maybe even comes for this high one more time, I'm not going to take an L on that. So either we go now or we get break even stopped.
Order filled.
Break even stopped it is. Well, not quite break even. Up like 20 bucks. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This is just no follow through here at this low here. Gave it a shot. Looked good at this candle, dude. I thought we were going to go straight down. And not to say that this wouldn't still play out or maybe even trade up into here and then roll over, but Just not loving what I'm seeing here. And I'm still a little timid of shorts, given we're at all-time highs, but yeah, that checks out. That checks out. I think it actually top ticked me at my break-even stop. I don't know what to do, boys. I think I'm cooked, chat. Don't be scared to lose. I mean, I'm not scared to lose, but I'm just reading price action. Doesn't mean I can't read it wrong. Don't be scared to lose. Wow, price action really looks like it could reverse on me, but yeah, I'm not scared to lose. I'm just going to keep it on. There's so much flip-flopping that goes on in a YouTube live chat. It's like, there's literally no way for me to impress everybody in the YouTube live chat. Not that I'm trying to like impress you, but I'm just saying like, when I'm hovering in drawdown, if I don't take the trade off early, I'm dumb. If I take the trade off early, now don't be afraid to lose. It's like, you guys are the only people ruining my Christmas. Just kidding. The market is too. But yeah, I don't know, man. Not a deal. I'm still bummed out about the long that didn't play out, to be honest. But yeah, I got literally top ticked here on this wick. I had my break even stop like, I don't know, a couple ticks in profit. And yeah, she got me out here. Looking like it'll likely play out after all. 5 minute had a nice reaction from this up close candle. So this wick of this new 5 minute candle is what got me out. Perhaps was too caught on the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame is what made me go break even, but we'll see. I don't know. Some of you guys maybe didn't get stopped at a break even. I mean, just what the heck? One tick stopped me out. Come on. Give me a break. Tell me that it just wasn't meant to be today without telling me. Yeah, I go literally. What's the high of this candle here? High of this candle, 981. Yeah, I got stopped out by stopped that break even by literally one tick. Game of ticks, boys. Game of ticks. Looks like she will complete this move here. Is anybody still holding this? It's a good, I don't know, as good a short as you're going to find at the all-time highs, I guess. You were short at 22.013. Oh, so you took this short here. Yeah, Justin Rogers, you're looking set up nice. I really think this move will still play out, but I believe I can still commentate and say that, like, you know, this lack of like energy through the lows is a little annoying. You just have to stay more patient. Makes sense. We're not in a macro right now. Yeah, looking a little slower today. Day before FOMC could be why. Yeah, the range isn't huge as of this moment. You know, if we trade to this 4-hour inefficiency and then, especially if we come back in this range afterward, then, you know, we're really going to be trading inside of like a 120 point range on the day for NASDAQ. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe she'll just start melting. I don't know. The top for the year has to be put in at some point, right? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if something in this upcoming macro can maybe present itself. Obviously, it would make a lot of sense, and it'd be a good setup in my opinion to have price obviously trade down into here. You know, set up a reversal here in the next macro would be nice. Back for some of this buy side that it left. We'll see if that will play out or not. But as of right now, yeah, I would say it's just unfortunate I got top ticked out of my stop at break even here. You know, definitely could make the argument that I didn't need to, you know, choke the trade, quote unquote, but it is what it is. Made the decision, got to live with it. So, but yeah, I would say the only thing to do here would just be holding this short if you're in it. I guess being risk-free would be up to you, but yeah, we'll see what price wants to do here in the next 20-30 minutes. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys are still holding the shorts. It looked kind of like a mixed bag, like some of you guys were, some of you guys were not. I'm just curious to see if anyone is still in. You've been in since 5 a.m., Sam? You've been in since 5 a.m. What do you guys think? Is Sam capping or nah? Sam says he's been in since 5 a.m. What do you guys think? Is Sam factin or captain? Is he factin or capping? Nika's also been in since 5 a.m. Yeah, it's actually, I'm glad you guys brought that up. I've actually also been in since 5 a.m. here on my other monitor. I'll just take my word for it. Yeah. Now let me find the actually tippity top high. Yeah, I don't want to say anything, guys. I've actually been in since 3 p.m. yesterday. It is what it is. Yeah, I was just trying to, get some extra here with these little throwaway entries, but yeah, I've actually been in since 3 p.m. yesterday. I actually believe you, Nika. Sam, on the other hand, I don't know. Sam, I don't know. Some about Sam's profile picture. Maybe the lack thereof that's got me a little... make me feel a little suspicious about it. You know what I mean? Crypto Wall is doing good. This morning, I think Bitcoin's going down a little bit now. Yeah, we've already sold off 1,000 on Bitcoin. Crypto Wall is doing fine, though. Is it backwards? It might be backwards. Yeah, it's at 205 at the moment. It was at 210 when I started the Zoom or started the stream. So since I started the stream, I'm actually down $5,000. So that's nice. Hodl, baby. Oh my goodness, a BBW. Well, actually, no, that wouldn't make sense, would it? A BWC, big white candle. BBW. Didn't get a whole lot of ones in the chat. I'm thinking it's like maybe a handful, maybe a dozen of you guys that are holding these shorts still. Tyler, just say you want her. I want you all. Mm-hmm. That's right. But hey, if any of you guys in the chat are interested, I know a few of you probably are. Sounds like Lily Phillips is going to be going for 1,000 guys in one day. And I'm not buying that nobody in this chat is applying to be one of those lucky 1,000. Let's just say, make sure to sterilize. New This was actually the new 30-minute candle opening up. Little wick to the upside. Keep going lower. Yeah, I'm thinking Daniel Mad Pancakes might be making a trip. I know some ICT trader will probably marry her. Well, we got some time to kill, boys. 15 minutes. 15 minutes till this next macro. Price is currently showing some respect to this little bissy here. I don't know if it's going to last, though. Something tells me that it won't. Well, what do you guys think? Is Patrick Whelan factin' or capping about taking ICT to court? Did you guys see that this morning on Twitter? Patrick Whelan said he was going to sue ICT for not honoring his bet. Apparently, I did not know this, but apparently, according to the picture he posted, making claims on social media in the way that ICT did is apparently legally binding. Not sure. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but just to get our drama fix, that'd be a story worth watching. Is there any way I could be on the jury for that? You guys think? Like volunteer as tribute? If it made it that far. You know what I mean? Tell me that wouldn't be the best. Like if you're gonna be jury duty, sit in on a case. I got selected for jury duty at the end of last year, and then I don't know if any of you guys have ever been selected for jury duty or not. But basically, the way that it worked for me was, yeah, you get like the summons or whatever in the mail. You have to obviously register whatever to like pick the dates. Like there's like a bunch of different dates that they give you, and then you have to basically go online and like select what dates are like more convenient, I guess, for you. So they basically let you choose between like a couple different cases that they need jurors for. And I'm like, oh god, I try getting out of it. You literally like cannot. It's like very hard to get out of it. You need like a legit like medical emergency, or like you really can't get out of it. I'm like trying to tell them like, dude, I'm trading. I need to, if I'm at jury duty, I'm going to literally miss out on what I do for a living. And is that not a reason enough? And they're just like, yep, no, sorry. Welcome to America, where we tax you to death and force you to go to jury. And if you don't, you're going to get a fine and maybe go to jail yourself. I'm like, sweet, what a great deal. So anyway, I picked the dates or whatever. I'm like, these will be best. I tried picking the dates were actually in like January. It was like the first week or two of January. I was trying to pick a date where I'm like a week where market would be ass anyway. And yeah, luckily enough, so the way that it works is they only need like so many jurors or whatever, and you get put into like this pool of people, and then like the night before, so like 24 hours before you're supposed to show up, they basically like have you log on and they show the numbers that were selected, and I literally was missed by one number. Thank the Lord. It was like, I was like number like 58, and they needed like the weirdest, they needed like 57, and I was literally not picked by one. They picked 1 through 57, and then for another case, they did like 75 through 99. So I was like in the pool of people that didn't have to go. Sometimes I wish I was that lucky with my stop loss. So yeah, so to this day, I never had to do any jury duty. But, you know, I did watch the TV series Suits, so I'd like to think that that counts for something. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Caven, I'm not saying, I don't know if it's legally binding or not. I'm just, that's what Patrick was posting today on Twitter, which he's probably just trying to get attention, which is working because he's got people like me talking about him while we're waiting for trades. But listen, I'm just trying to waste time while we wait. My mom's friend was on a manslaughter charge jury last week. Had to go for 5 days straight. Yeah, it sucks. Literally when I was thinking I was gonna have to go, they're like, yeah, you should plan for showing up at like 8 a.m. and staying here until like 5 p.m. potentially. I'm like, oh my God. And like, yeah, we offer basically like not a free lunch. It's like a snack. And like, they're like, if you want your own lunch, you got to bring it yourself. I'm like, dude, what the like, this literally sounds like prison, but worse. At least they feed you at least they feed you an actual meal there. Like, who's on trial here? My God. Daniel Mad Pancake. You know, I was the same way. I'm like, I'm watching that show. I'm like, maybe I should have been a lawyer. Then you think about it. Nah. If you measure the 15-minute wick on the left side, price tapped 50% and retraced. Nice. Oh my God. Crazy. If you measure 50% of this support zone, it also retraced here. However, I would have been impressed had you said, when price was up here, had you said like 30 minutes ago that price was going to come, tap this exact level, and stated why before it happened, I'd be impressed. But that's the problem with the ICT community is everybody wants to look for a big move. They literally wait for a big move to happen, and then they go and like look, see what it hit, and then they want to act and sound all smart. Using hindsight. No offense. I'm going to delete these macro lines. We got macro starting in like 8 minutes. We are hitting a 15-minute bearish gap here. Look at that. I mean, I think it's going to short to this 4-hour fair value gap. I think that move there also kind of is a good indication of that. But yeah, I just don't think I'm going to replay the short again. I don't think the risk reward's really there anymore. It's kind of just a quick little scalp down. I'm just going to wait for the macro. We're so close, 6 minutes away. But yeah, gun to my head, tape reading, assuming this would just continue lower here. See if it shows any respect to this inversion or not, but yeah, I'm not gonna take it, I don't think. You know, not much of a scalp of myself. And then if I'm wrong, I don't take a loss, so. I mean, look at these. Look at these lows stacking up here on ES as well. This is a 4-hour chart. This looks like it could be a problem for the bulls. Kind of looks like it could be a problem for the bulls. Weekly fair value gap right below it as well. See? That's why you don't just take every fucking trade. That's why you can't just push. She didn't just continue lower, did she? No, sir. Should be a December hibernation for traders. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Oh. But how about you guys? Tell me what you guys have been doing this last, I don't know, what day is it? 17th? Have you guys been doing anything different the last 17 days of December trading wise? Have you guys been like, would you say you guys have been more like just sitting on your hands, not trading? Have you been just like combine only? Have you like, did you go from minis to micros? Like, have you guys been doing anything consciously different the first couple weeks here of December, or have you guys kind of just been business as usual, would you say? I've been business as usual, I would say, pretty much, but it's getting to a point now where I'm thinking about switching up my forte for the next couple of weeks. You know, I really would hate to be sitting here a month or two from now and kind of regretting not being a little more risk off. But for the most part, I feel like I've taken some good setups. To be honest, I mean, there's always going to be things that you can reflect on and things you might have missed, or things you could have avoided, things like that. But the reality is, it's like, you know, I even think back to yesterday, like, you know, take the L, and, you know, then I switch to a combine account because I'm taking a trade outside the macro, and then like that's the trade that ends up playing out. So yeah, maybe the macro's not being as nice to me in this month. Obviously, it'd be easy to say, oh, you put too much weight and significance on macro times, but the reality is putting that significance on the macro times has literally helped me so much, out like every other month of the year. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? Just all of a sudden randomly just, oh yeah, flip a switch. Yep. Just all of a sudden not going to care about macros anymore. So that don't make any sense. So, never want to be caught cherry picking, I guess would be the moral of that story. Like, I think the worst thing you can do is, have a plan, a strategy, an edge or whatever. And then it's like, because something outside of, or like because your strategy or your edge loses, or just is in a period where it's not performing the best, like all of a sudden you're just going to throw it all away and like, all right, well, I'm going to reinvent my edge now because it's losing a little bit. So I'm going to just try to find a new strategy again. And then before you know it, you switch to something else because of the condition that you're in. And then all of a sudden a new condition comes around where that edge is also going to be losing. So it's like you kind of go into this perpetual loop where it's like you're always going to be doing that, Thanks, JC. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I switched back to the... I had this green screen tucked away in the corner here for a while. Thought I'd bring it back out. Yeah, don't look too shabby. Not trading December next year? Yeah. December last year was not, like I did pretty decent last year in December. We weren't at all-time highs though, so. But I did struggle at the beginning of this year when we were back at all-time highs, January, February. I remember that being a little problematic. So yeah, man, maybe, yeah, all-time highs just got to be a little bit more picky for me. Luckily, risk management's been in check, but I always tell you guys the best way to improve your win rate and profitability is by reducing losers. And, when you get those little losers, they just kind of add up. I'm watching the 5-minute chart up here. Just kind of checking 5, 15, 30. Price is trading up into like a 30-minute fair value gap here in a little bit. This 1 hour is closing, obviously. Macro starting. Man, I don't know. Let's do a little poll in the chat. What's this buy side level? We got buy side at 0.66, sell side 942. Well, you could even just look at this fair value gap as sell side as well. But Villager Gamer said clown emoji. I don't know what Villager Gamer's problem is. I don't think he likes me though. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. He's saying he is a clown. No, I don't think so. Maybe. Oh well. Thanks for the engagement at least. Let me know what you guys think. Where do we go first? Buy side or sell side? Macros here. No, I almost put him in the VIP room when earlier when he said close the trade. Only because those comments are actually annoying. It's like, like bro. I think what's annoying about it is I think people, they literally act like what I do on my charts and my trades, like as if it affects them in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like like the way that some people act, you would almost assume, like, if you didn't know any better, oh my god, it's like it's like I'm trading their account for them or something. It's like, bro, you can take whatever entry, close whatever trades you want whenever you want. Like, what do you need me for? Yeah, I'm selling the December contract for today, just because the volume was still higher. Topstep X already rolled over to the March contract, so I think you could trade either one. You know what I mean, though? It's like, close the trade, bro. Trust me. And then, like, they're nowhere to be found. Like, if you hold the trade, then it plays out. Bro, seriously, enter. You're going to miss it. Okay. Oh, my God. You entered. You're chasing FOMO. Trade wins. WWW. WWW. I'm gonna DM him on Instagram now and see if he'll do one-on-one mentorship. It's actually like, I don't know. I feel bad because these people got to be like just drugged through the mud. Like, how many? Like, if I'm getting messages, I'm not even a big streamer. If I'm getting messages and people are gonna do you just because I want to trade on a stream, can you do one-on-one mentorship? It's like, bro, you're so lucky I'm not a piece of shit. Imagine how many of these guys get fleeced for like their life savings because they DM the wrong person. You do one-on-one mentorship for me. I'll give you my whole bank account. So what do you do, dude? It's like, bro, everything is on YouTube already. You're not gonna get, like, you're the one pressing the buttons, dude. There's no way to shortcut your experience, I'm afraid. I don't care how much money you spend on a mentorship. That's why I like that whole Casper thing is kind of interesting. It's like, I'm sure you guys saw that Casper SMC with the his past got brought up or whatever, being the head of a kingpin, like a drug kingpin. And but the guy also now sells a $10,000 mentorship all around ICT concepts, which are not only taught for free by ICT himself on YouTube, but also taught for free by a lot of other ICT traders on YouTube. It's like, man, I can't, like, $10,000 for something you could learn for free. Shit. Yeah, it just kind of goes to show. I don't know. Is that a lack of common sense by the average consumer? If people want to buy it and they see the value in it, hey, I don't think that makes Casper a bad guy. If people are willing to buy it and they buy it, what's he supposed to say? No. But it is interesting. I don't understand the people that, I feel bad for them. Like, they just actually lack common sense. This hourly close is got me intrigued. This hourly close has got me intrigued for the longs. We're seeing this 15-minute inefficiency here about to be inversed. New hour starting here. Minute. I actually don't really know much about the whole drone situation. I just see like people talking about the drones and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. You guys would know more than me probably about that. You should tell me what's going on with the drones. I'm just seeing like between that and I'm seeing like the number of people Biden has pardoned in his presidency. Like it's ridiculous. I think Trump pardoned like 200 people, and Biden has pardoned like 8,000 or something like that already, and he's still got obviously however many days left, not a month left. It's just insane, to be honest. All right, so we inverse this 15-minute. So I've actually been seeing more of that stuff on X and whatever, but I don't know, man. I'm not really like super convinced just yet. I don't know where to find an entry here as of right now. I don't see an entry to enter long at the moment. I feel like you'd have to have already been long down in here prior to the macro, maybe. I'll see if we can find something. U.S. government looking for lost weapon with drone? Lost weapon? To be fair, a lot of these pardons were marijuana-related crimes, not violent crimes or stuff like that. Yeah, I think the most popular one is just the Biden one. Or, not Biden. The Hunter Biden one. But, you know, aside from, like, that stuff, I mean, he's definitely pardoning people on a political level that have probably, you know, fleeced the American people, you might say. And that I got a problem. That I got a problem with. Yeah, kind of a crazy month of December if you think about it in terms of that stuff. You got the drones. You got all this stuff coming out about the pardons. You got the United Health CEO getting taken out by what seemed to be like a pretty clean cut, like super smart dude. I don't know, just the whole thing's kind of weird. Timing wise too, like basically like the last couple weeks of like open enrollment for health insurance. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Oh, well, I don't know, guys. What the poll say here? 60% said buy side first. See, I was thinking that as well, especially that 15-minute inversion. I don't see an entry yet. I think still internally you'd have to respect the fact that we swept this high here. And now we're just chopping around in here, slow playing us. So this is tough. I don't know. I don't think it'd be the most surprising thing in the world if this did just dump after taking that high. Seeing how it's behaving already. But I do think based on the way that the 15-minute and the hourly candles closed, that the long would make more sense. But I guess you got ES trading up into this inefficiency here. I mean, we all know that these lows on ES are going to be just absolutely obliterated here at some point. And if you look at like this hourly time frame, you can just see the order flow. These are all hourly inefficiencies being respected. There isn't one in here. Just lower time frame, 15 minute, 30 minute. Yeah, 15 minute. So I don't know. Has structure really shifted? Has structure really shifted bullish yet? I don't know. That I'm not too sure. Well, there's some manipulation finally. Let's see if we can leave behind something here to enter off of. These 1 minute fair value gaps that get left have been breakaway gaps like no other. I'll set a little limit here. Not the best risk reward, 1.5 R. Yeah, we knew the longs made sense once we got that hourly close, 15-minute close as well. Just wanted to see manipulation here. We got that, and then look at this quick reaction here. The reason for the stop being where it is, though, is just, I mean, basically if price wanted to trade into this wick, kind of eyeballing up 50% of the wick, putting stop below there. Just thinking to myself, if I had my stop below the fair value gap candle, could price trade into this wick, stop me out, and still continue? It could, and that was the reason for that limit being set up the way that it was. See if it wants to come pick me up or not. We did leave behind this fair value gap here. So this could just stay as a breakaway. This is the fair value gap that led us above this high, though, so we'll see. Ooh. I'm taking the limit off. And here's why. 5-minute chart. NASDAQ versus ES. So here's NASDAQ. Pay attention to the highs. Here's ES. Well, at this point, kind of just watching to see if NQ also goes to buy side or not. This limit really didn't matter. We didn't get back down in here anyway, and the reason for the limit coming off would be the SMT at the highs with ES. So to be totally honest with you, if this were to fail and not trade to the buy side on NQ, well then I think we're probably going to see likely a delivery to sell side, to be honest, because ES already ran these out.
Order filled.
My bad, boys. I hit a hotkey on Topstep X. I'm not in anything. The best and worst times? Worst times technically are the very end of the year. Like after Christmas, probably New Year's, maybe New Year's week or so. And then August is actually usually supposed to be problematic for ICT. I felt like August was good this year. I thought we did pretty well. I had a red August last 2023 though. But otherwise, yeah, spring and fall are always the most ideal. Let me flip this boy. Flip that. Aha. See, I can't have my microphone arm coming out of the middle of my screen. Know what I'm saying? What the... That's weird. That's better. Well, boys and girls, we did get the delivery. Did anybody catch the longs on NQ here or ES, I guess? Kind of tricky bugger. We weren't even watching ES. All of a sudden, ES just rips all the way to the buy side. NQ continuously putting in these lower highs here. That's right, Rita. I'm glad you're finally admitting it. I think I offended Rita. RC, the discount code, extra 20% discount of the prices on their website, pinned in the chat. But you don't get an extra. The 60% price slash is already in effect. The prices you see on their website are already the 60% price slash from their price slash last year. YM says that 1106 candle stops out a lot of buyers. Clear indication we're going to buy side. Yes. Yep. That manipulation was what I was waiting for to see longs. But this ended up being a breakaway gap. So this is the gap I was trying to get my entry in. Obviously, I set the limit there. And now that we've ran the buy side out on ES, leaving the SMT, I'm no longer interested in that same long setup personally. If it gets there, it gets there, but lower probability now that ES has ran that out. Keep in mind as well, like ES, I would really be mindful of these lows here on the hourly. Like this is a sell-off waiting to happen. Not a matter of if, a matter of when. Crazy I want it along. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Maida. Afraid that's how she goes. Sometimes. It left me behind as well. You know, it's not that I didn't want to get long. I definitely did, but breakaway gaps on breakaway gaps. I don't even think 30-second offered anything. Yeah. I was looking up here at my 30-second chart on Topstep X, and I didn't see. I was even waiting for like this 30-second to be traded into, and did not ever get there in that leg up. But either way, it would have been. I would have closed the trade out early because as soon as I saw ES took that high, and then NQ wasn't there yet, I would have closed it out. So the risk reward would have been amazing anyway, but it would have been something at least. You know, so risk reward barely over 1 to 2. But yeah, I guess if anybody souped this low, I mean, that's a nice little move, ballsy, I guess, in the moment, but yeah, I think the only thing that would have stopped me from even considering a soup on that would have just been the fact that this had rated the high first right here. So I don't know. You know, buying right as this candle's taking this low, you got to imagine this is a BBC at that moment. So imagine hitting the buy button there. Take some balls, huh? By the close of the candle, yeah, that'd be a lot less scary. What time is it? Oh, it's already almost 11:30 New York time. I actually feel like we haven't been on that long, but I guess we've been what? It's been 2 hours. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty tight range, honestly. Like, day before FOMC could be the reason. Yeah, we've just been in a 120-point range here on NASDAQ all morning, so definitely there was some opportunities, but I wouldn't necessarily, maybe wouldn't have deemed them the easiest of ones. You got to think even the short that we caught, or I should say me at least, but this short that I took here got stopped at break even on this wick here, but it never even got to my target. My target was this 4-hour fair value gap, so even that would have been. So the break even stop wasn't the end of the world there after all. And then new macro comes around and come around till new macro comes around right there. I mean, look at that. Bang. New hourly candle. See, but this is why I put so much emphasis on the macros. It's like not a coincidence. But like this short, literally the last candle of the previous macro. That's funny. That is funny. Shucks. Well, anywho. Well, boys, obviously looking ahead to tomorrow. If I do a stream, it'll be in the afternoon after FOMC. So be on the lookout for that. I'll just obviously got to make sure I'm not busy and actually going to be trading. If I am, I'll be probably streaming tomorrow afternoon. And I guess, yeah, what I'm looking for going into like the rest of the day, I mean, I'm just going to wait here. And, I mean, I'm probably going to go to the gym here in a little bit. You know, I'm interested to see if price does eventually go take out this buy side on here on NASDAQ. But with that being said, if we don't, and like if we were to see a big displacement down, I think the short back to that fair value gap on the 4-hour still makes sense. So that's really all I'd be waiting for right now. But yeah, just really wasn't interested in if this fair value gap was offered. Just really wasn't interested in trying this long again, considering ES already ran it all out. But yeah, kind of in an area and price where I think we could still do either or, I guess. We'll stay here for a couple more minutes, see if it runs that buy side right now. Just for closure's sake. You guys ever just look at the chart and go, hmm. Well, tap the first fair value gap. Yeah, it did. But as for me, yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off charts for a little bit. Take the dog on a walk, head to the gym, come back, eat some grub, maybe see what PM looks like. But Yeah, I just have to wait. I don't know. I don't really think I'm too interested in trying to trade in the middle here, to be honest. You guys ever pick up your monitor and throw it out the window? That's funny. Yeah, we've all done that. If you haven't done that at least once, you're not a real trader, right? But anywho, all right. Well, if I post anything later on today, if I take anything later on today, I'll post it in probably on YouTube and maybe X. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop off for now for at least the next, what time is it? 11:30 New York. So yeah, probably at least hour or 2 hours before I revisit and see where we're at. But your XFA was 6K in it. Oh no. I'm sorry, Live Intrepid. Does live stream watch hours also count to the 3K watch hours you need to get ads on your vids? I don't know. I didn't know you needed so many watch hours to get ads on, to get monetized on YouTube. I think it's like they changed it from like 1,000 subscribers to I think 500. Yeah, I guess there is some watch hours. I don't know. I don't know. I hit that before I ever started live streaming, so I don't know if live streams count, but I would assume they count. That's a good question. I don't know. I barely make anything from YouTube ads. I literally make like $200 a month, I think. It's so little. And then the other shitty part too is like if people do super chat, which I do appreciate by the way, but it's like they take a huge cut. YouTube does. They take like, I think it's like 30%. Yeah, they take a huge cut. Then on top of that, if I have any copyrighted music, they demonetize it anyway. Which usually at the beginning of every stream, I'm playing something that is copyrighted, so I don't even get like the monetization from the stream. I'm basically streaming for totally free if you put it like that. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off for now, and if you are trading the rest of the day, be safe, be cautious, be smart. You know, don't be silly. We'll see if any opportunity presents itself or not. Otherwise, yeah, we got FOMC tomorrow, so I'll be probably just tape reading in the morning. I don't think I'll be doing much of any actual trading, and then I will keep you guys posted on a possible stream tomorrow afternoon, guys. Enjoy your Tuesday. Thank you guys for showing up. Like the stream on your way out if you would be so kind, boys and girls. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.